Left.
Yay! Stay tuned for Airgun Detectives.
Welcome to another episode of Airgun Detectives. I'm your host, JC, and today we're going to take the mystery out of buck rail suppressors and accessories. Before we get started here, do me a favor. Can you hit that subscribe button down in the corner? It doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free, but it really helps support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. In addition to that, when you have an opportunity, check out my website at www.airgundetectives.com. On that site, we got t-shirts, I got hats, got my Generation 2 bipods. In addition to that, I also put a lot of my airgun inventory up for sale, my personal inventory, because you can only store so much. So you know how that goes. Anyway, I do want to say, I hope you guys enjoyed the SHOT Show series that we put together. That was a lot of fun. Lucy and I did a lot of walking. I bet we walked 50 miles just through the entire SHOT Show. So if you couldn't come to the SHOT Show, obviously, I brought the SHOT Show to you. But it was a fun experience. We had a good time, that's for sure. All right, let's get back to buck rail. What exactly is buck rail? Well, first of all, it's veteran owned. It's a small business out of Texas, and our buddy Terry runs it. And Terry has a heck of a background. Besides the military background, he also was in the aerospace industry, and he specialized in 3D printing. So he brought his talents to the airgun community, which is fantastic. So what he provides is incredibly affordable airgun accessories that don't only look good, they work good. Let me just give you a couple examples. Here is a couple suppressors that he makes. He makes suppressors anywhere from .177 all the way up to 30 cal. And he's working on, I think he continues to add products all the time. But these are great. These actually have metal inserts, and they're made out of it's like a heavy duty ABS. They're solid. When you pick these up, you go, oh my God, these are not cheap items whatsoever. And the great part is they're priced anywhere between $16 and $25, depending on the one that you get. So in addition to the suppressors, he also makes barrel band type accessories. He makes different grips. Check this out. So this is a MARAUDER. He actually makes this whole collapsible stock. He sets this completely up. He gives you the buffer tube, and which technically is a buffer tube, but the stock. He did the foregrip on here, and check this out, the foregrip. It's got a Picatinny rail built right into it. And then not to mention, it's got the suppressor on the end of it too. And that's for the MARAUDER. And like I said, these custom pistol grips that go with that too. So that's awesome. So he's so talented in the different items that he comes up with. I mean, look at this. This is actually a pump handle from one of your 1377s or 22s. It's nice and solid. And the way he designed it, it really avoids you pinching your fingers on it, that's for sure. He's got little scope rails. These go attached to the barrel, and he's got them in both the Picatinny and the dovetail style for all these different guns. As far as your lower end guns, he is the original designer and maker of this suppressor, this 415 suppressor, and it is this easy. These slide on just like this. Go straight on, you slide it in, boom, you're done, just like that. And we'll show you the performance on this, by the way, we will. Also, for the 880, the multi-pump, he's got a great little adapter that goes on the end of the gun, goes right, lets the front sight position itself right through here. This tightens on. You either have this muzzle brake, or guess what? You can add a suppressor to it. And we're going to show you how that performs as well. In addition to that, he also makes these accessory rails. Now check this out on my Aquila. So he put together accessory rail, and it's a combination barrel band. So what these things are missing obviously is a barrel band, but he's got the accessory rail set up here, and it's fantastic. Not to mention with the suppressor that he makes for the end of them. But you know what's really great about this accessory rail? Check this out. You can take and put my bipods on it. Check this out. right on the accessory rail. So check that out. Voila. But anyway, it's pretty cool. So he comes up with all this stuff. He's got some neat items. He really does. And what's really great is they're affordable. They're extremely affordable. So I'm going to leave you a link that'll take you directly to his website. I'll leave that at the bottom. And I'll remind you at the end of the video when we come back and talk about the tests that we run. But what I'm going to do now is we're going to go through and I'm going to show you how these different suppressors perform. And then we'll come back and talk about it. All right, stay tuned for the next segment. All right, so I'm going to go through quite a different variety of guns because we're going to test out these suppressors. So our format here, I'm going to take 3 shots before a suppressor, then I'm going to take the same gun, put a suppressor on it, we'll do 3 shots, we'll do a comparison. All right, so let's start out with 3 shots with our Powerline 415 and see how we make out. All right, so shot number 1. What was that, 89? Shot number 2, 91. And shot number 3, 94. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and try it with the suppressor. Okay, now 3 with the Buckrell suppressor on here. Alright, shot number 1. That was 84. Shot number 2, 84. Shot number 3. That one jumped up a little bit, 88. But man, does that sound quiet. You hear the trigger more than you do the sound of the gun. All right, let's move on to the next. All right, guys, we're going to test out the Benjamin Marauder, but check this out. This has Terry's adjustable stock kit on it, and it's got his great little foregrip, which has a built-in Picatinny rail, and he sells these on his site as well, so you can upgrade your Marauder. All right, anyway, let's take 3 shots, see how loud it is, then we'll go ahead and suppress it. Shot number 1, what was that, 86 something? Shot number 2, that was 94. And shot number 3, that was 94. All right, so there's your 3 shots. Yes, I was quick with those shots, that's for sure. All right, let's try it with our suppressor. We'll just do 3 shots, see how well we do. All right, shot number 1, is that 86? Shot number 2, 85. And shot number 3, 88. I'm going to tell you, it really cuts the edge off these suppressors. They really do. Regardless of what the decibel reader says, it really cuts the edge off these. So it's, Max and I were just talking about that. So, all right, let's go to the next one. All right, now we're going to go with the Daisy 880. And he makes a great adapter on this. So we've got a little, this is just like a little muzzle brake on here. But I'm going to show you, he has a suppressor that will go on here. But without altering the gun, this slides right over, still leaves your front sight. But let's take 3 shots and see how loud we are. All right, shot number 1. All right, that's 94. All right. And shot number 2. 95. And finally, our shot number 3. All right. That's 95 again. All right, let's see how well it does with the suppressor. Okay, now with our suppressor. Plus, it's good looking. All right, so 3 shots. Shot number 1. Oh, geez, 80. That is just an absolute noticeable difference. And shot number 2. That's 79. Okay. And got that pellet in there. Sometimes these little pellets, as you guys know. All right, 3rd shot and final shot. 79 again. Wow, that makes a big difference. That makes this thing really backyard friendly. All right, let's try another one. All right, he even makes a suppressor for the DPMS. So let's give this 3 shots and see how loud it is. All right. That's 86. 85. And 86. All right, now let's put a suppressor on it and see how well it does. Now let's try the DPMS with Terry suppressor on this one. I'll tell you, cosmetically it looks a lot better having this little longer suppressor on here. So that is really kind of a good looking accessory. But let's see how well it performs. All right, shot number 1. All right, that's 80. That was weird. It showed 56. I'm not sure about that one. Let's do another. 79. Let's just do one more just to cover, because I think we had an error there. And 79. Wow, that made a difference. So we had a couple of 79s and an 80, so we're right there. All right, let's try another one. All right, guys, now our 30 caliber here, our HP. So let's see how well this does as far as noise goes. Okay, shot number 1. That was 98. Shot number 2, 96, and shot number 3. That was 96. All right, let's put a suppressor on this and see how well it does. And once again, good looking suppressor. All right, let's do 3 shots and see how well this one works. Shot number 1, 84, 82, and that one was 91. That one bumped up a little bit. That's weird how that does that, but much quieter. This totally cuts the edge off, makes this totally backyard friendly. Pretty awesome. But we're not done yet. Hold on. All right, guys, look what I got. The brand new Benjamin Gunner PCP rifle. Yes, I'm going to do a full review on this in the next few weeks, so look forward to that coming your direction. But today we're just going to fire 3 shots, then suppress it, and see how well it does with the suppressor. So, first shot here, shot number 1, that was 93.8. Shot number 2, 94, and shot number 3, that was 96. All right, now let's try it with the suppressor. All right, let's do 3 shots out of our gunner now with the suppressor. Okay, shot number 1, shot number 2, was that 86, and shot number 3, and that was 86 again. So it looks like it was pretty much 86 across the board. All right, I got one more special thing for you. Guess what this is? This is the new JTS Aracuda Max. I'm going to be doing a full review on that in the upcoming weeks. But let's go ahead and try our suppressor on this as well. This is a 25 caliber. So let's shoot 3 shots, just see how noisy it is. Shot number 1, 88. Shot number 2, 91. And shot number 3, 90. This isn't overly loud as it is. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing the review on it. But let's throw the suppressor on it and see how it does. All right, now 3 with the suppressor. What was that, 89? 88? And there you go, 80 something. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, guys, like any review, let's wrap this up with our conclusion with buck rail here. First of all, you know, I always like to talk about the negatives. And honestly, I can't find any negatives with these products. Are you kidding me? They are so well built, they really are. And I don't know if I covered this, but these ABS type, and I'm guessing these are really heavy duty. So the best I compare it to is maybe like an ABS type of plastic, because they're really hard. But they even have metal inserts in the thread portions. So it's not like you have some cheap plastic threads. These are actually metal inserts. Pretty amazing. And I like the different textures that he's put on these suppressors. So they're substantial material, they're heavy duty, well built overall. And you know, the best part is they look great. But they actually perform really well. And I wanted to cover something really quick. So not so sure if my decibel reader is accurate all the time, or I'm getting sound coming off the house or what have you. But regardless what the meter said, to our ears, Max was helping with this entire process, and we both agreed on this. Every one of these suppressors sufficiently cut the edge off these guns, and every gun that I demonstrated would qualify as backyard friendly. once these suppressors were on there. They really did. To the human ear, it made a huge difference. So if there's a fluctuation in the dB, I wouldn't be overly critical on it. I'm going by the sound, the human ear, and what the neighbors pay attention to is what's going on. So these definitely make your air guns backyard friendly. And the best part, I told you before, these things are priced right. Think about it. So you can get a suppressor, any one of these variety of suppressors, anywhere between 16 and 25 bucks. Where are you going to get a value like that anywhere? You're just not nowadays. And if you're one of those guys that you pay maybe $150, $200 for an air gun or what have you, and you want to suppress it, you don't have to go out and spend half the value of your gun or 3/4 the value of your gun to make it quiet. Like I said, 25 bucks. I'm telling you, you guys are going to be amazed at some of these products. So one thing about Terry, he continues to add products to the line too. So on his website, more stuff keeps appearing. He takes feedback from a lot of the airgun community, and if there's an item that he can come up with or develop, he's definitely going to do it. Hey, you guys are familiar with the Airbug, right? The Diana Airbug. I did a complete review on it. Check this out. He makes, you're going to love this. He makes an AR kit for the Airbug. Look at this. Look how cool this is. So it's got the whole new AR type handle on it. I mean, it's the whole setup. But he just developed this, and this came out. It is so cool. And it's got accessory rails on here, so you can put a laser on there. You can put bipods on there. And then he sells these adjustable stocks that comes with it. But the whole little buffer tube attachment, the whole bit. I mean, he is so inventive. He really is. You got to give him credit. These are some great products. Go check out the website. I'm going to leave you a link that will take you directly to the site. So it'll be under the description portion of the video. There'll be a link there. Just click on it. It'll take you right there, and you can check out all his cool stuff. So once again, Terry is a veteran. It's a small business. So let's do what we can to support him. In addition to that, he puts out great stuff. Go check it out. All right. So overall, 5 stars. This guy, he is getting 5 stars across the board for his accessories and his suppressors and what have you. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Airgun Detectives. I told you I like to bring you something different. But don't forget, this is where we take the mystery out of the airgun. Until next time, I hope your families are all well. I hope you're getting a lot of shooting in. And God bless and take care.